Mad Black Man 360 here. This is a response video to top 10 ways to spot a hoe. This one is for the sisters. Now, I'm going to give you a few, my list of a few things to look out for when dating, when choosing a mate. Because a lot of you women make terrible decisions. You know, you complain about ain't no good men out here, but you bypass good brothers to fuck with nothing ass niggas. I've seen it my whole fucking life. I've seen women conduct themselves in this light. So now, I'm gonna give you a few. Number one, if he sags his pants, okay? Now, look at it. Imagine a grown fucking man who's walking around with his pants below his ass, exposing his underwear, and then some of these niggas have the audacity to tuck their shirt in their underwear. What in the fuck is this man advertising? What is he sending? What message is he sending to the world? This is a sign of boyhood. This is a sign of immaturity. You need to remove yourself from that dude. Don't give him the time of fucking day. It's a waste of your time, because this nigga it'll take him forever to grow up. You need to catch this brother, 10 years later, after he gets some sense in himself. But in the meantime, remove yourself from him. You don't want to be fucking with no dude who walk around with his pants hanging off his ass. Number two, mama's boy. Now, don't misunderstand this one. A young man should have a very good relationship with his mother, and that's not what this is. We're talking about a type of man, a grown man who goes to his mother when making important decisions. He's in a relationship with you, but he needs to go to his mother to get approval from his mother in order to make his decisions with you. You need to remove yourself from that dude. If this young man decides that even in a relationship with you, his mother's word, his mother's voice is more important, holds more value than what you have to say. If you need $300 to pay your fucking bills, and his mother needs $200 fucking dollars, and he decides to give his mother the money, you need to, re-examine your relationship with this man, because he's a mama's boy. He's afraid to tell his mother no. So stay away from those guys. Number three, this is another nigga, man. Number three, the video game dude. Now, if a lot of brothers I used to play video games a lot when I was younger. I know a lot of brothers who still play video games. I'm not knocking them. That's your thing, right? Handle your business. And some people have the ability to play these games and still conduct business in their life, but a lot of times you meet these brothers who are consumed by these video games, and they'll sit in front of the video game for 9-10 hours out of a fucking day, like a job, arguing with people online. I beat your motherfucking ass, bitch ass nigga. Pass the goddamn ball. This is a bitch ass nigga. All this type of shit. Sisters, stay away from these dudes, because usually these dudes are lazy. They have no ambition in life. Their only goal in life is to beat this video game. You are a last priority, right? Number four, the lazy guy. This ties into number three a little bit, but the lazy guy is the type of dude who, if you get up in the morning, 6 in the morning, get in the shower, get dressed, you leave out for work at 7 in the morning, you come home, this nigga's in the same position he was in when you left 8 hours ago. This nigga is still in the same position, either in front of the TV, eating, or laying on the couch or on the bed, sleep. This lazy nigga has no ambition, no drive. Adios. Get rid of him. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in the mother role, taking care of this Negro for the rest of your fucking life until you get tired of him. Number five, the weed head. Now, some people, I don't smoke weed, right? I used to in my younger day, but I don't smoke weed no more. So you have a lot of people, a lot of young brothers who continue to smoke weed and shit like that. But a lot of you sisters, what y'all need to understand is, if a man consumes himself in alcohol, because it's not just weed, I'm talking about intoxicants. So if a man is constantly high, that's not the type of dude you want to be around. He makes terrible decisions, and weed is notorious for making a motherfucker feel like they doing some shit when they ain't doing nothing. You be smoking weed for 3 fucking years, talking about, yeah man, next year I'm finna go ahead and start my own business, finna go and get this shit cracking. A year go by, you sitting on the bed smoking weed. Yeah man, next year finna go and get my own business, get this shit cracking. Another year go by, you smoking weed. Yeah man, next year finna go and get my own business and get this shit cracking. You ain't finna do shit smoking that shit, man. That shit makes you lazy. Okay? Now, some people have the ability, to smoke weed, get drunk, and be alcoholics and still function in society, but 9 times out of 10, that shit doesn't work well for black people. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something with our DNA or our melanin, but that shit does not affect us the same way it affects other people. It affects us in the worst way. So, sisters, you should avoid those type of niggas. Number 6, the player. Now, this seems obvious. Seems like every woman would know to avoid a player. No. For some reason, women love players. And I'll tell you why women love players. You know the dude is a player a player is gifted with the gift of gab. Okay? He knows how to talk to you. He knows how to compliment you. He knows how to compliment your mother. He'll seduce your mother into liking him. Your father always gonna hate him because your father gonna be able to spot it if you have a father. 9 times out of 10 you don't. So you're in a fucked up position because your mother gonna like this nigga for the most part. You gonna like him. And the only reason you like him, knowing he's a player, is because your friends like him. All these chicks want to fuck him, so now it's a competition with you. Psychologically, you want to make sure that you have this man and nobody else gets him. So you allow this nigga to wine and dine you, work his little scheme, and then when he fucks you over by fucking your cousin and fucking your best friend, then all of a sudden niggas ain't shit. But you knew from the jump this dude was a player. Okay? So avoid the player, the Mac type dudes, if you want a good man. Number 7 is the down low brother. Now this is, for some reason, this seems to be very hard for women to spot. Okay? Now, the down low brother is not as obvious as it may seem. It's not always a dude walking around, this metrosexual dude like Puffy, always getting their nails and toes done and getting facials and shit. That's not always the easiest way to tell. That's an obvious homosexual. Okay? But I'm talking about the down low. These type of dudes are hard to spot because these men act like men. They're very manly, very aggressive, sometimes overly aggressive, trying to prove something to themselves and to the world. These men tend to bash homosexuality all the time. You could be talking about fucking Cheerios. Man, I like Cheerios. No, I like Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, I like Captain Crunch. Man, fuck them faggots. That nigga's a homosexual. Because homosexuality is on his mind constantly, and he always wants to prove to people that he's anti-homosexuality. But when in actuality, the man is a homosexual himself. And sisters, you will always be able to tell this man, because sexually, this is how you spot him. You're not going to spot it right off the bat because he's very manly, very aggressive. You will find him and you expose him during sexual intercourse. This man has a fetish. He'll bypass your pussy and go straight to the ass. He be whispering in your ear, look, I want to try a little something different, you know what I'm saying? I want a little pokey in the little boo-boo, you know, pokey in the doo-doo shoot, you know, see what's happening. You got a bad doo-doo makeup, baby. All that kind of shit. And he be saying this shit to you. Next thing you know, you letting this motherfucker fuck in your ass. And before you know it, that's all the type of sex y'all having. It's anal sex. He bypassed pussy and lick ass. This is a homosexual undercover. Okay, watch this dude. The cheap dude. Number 8, the cheap dude. Now, this man is usually too cool to be a gentleman. You know, motherfucker walk around with $8,000 in their pocket, but when you tell him you hungry, he riding you to McDonald's. Okay, that you need to stay away from that type of motherfucker, because usually men who are like that don't really respect women. Usually he is number 6, a player. Okay, he's usually a player, but he's disguising himself. So you need to avoid the cheap dudes who feel like they're too good to spend money, you know, on a female. It ain't got nothing to do with tricking. Okay, nigga, if you look like the homosexual Lil Wayne said, it ain't tricking if you got it. So now, if you walking around with $8,000 motherfucking dollars, and you spend $3,000 in the goddamn strip club making it rain on a female, and then you come home talk whining and why the boy need shoes? I just bought him some shoes last year. You too cheap. You cheap with your own fucking family. But when it comes to a bitch you don't know, you making it rain. Avoid these type of individuals, ladies. Number 9. Dude with a lot of female friends, please avoid this man. Like I said before in the video about the hoes, a man does not have female friends. It's impossible. I'm just telling you, a lot of niggas gonna lie to you because, you know, they got their own little hustle going. I'm telling you, I'm married. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I already did my dirt. So I'm telling you, a man don't have female friends, because this is some nature of a man. Okay, any woman that I ever have talked to that thought I was her friend, I'm telling you, pussy was always on my mind. You can't help yourself. You a fucking man. That's just, we're controlled by our lower self at most times. Now, especially if he ain't conscious. Now, sometimes you'll see a sister that's unattractive to you. Initially, she's unattractive. Okay? But after spending time with her, talking to her, hearing her mind, hearing her stories, next thing you know, you want to fuck her. That's just the nature of a man. Come on, fam. We ain't got a reason to lie to each other, man. Listen, ladies, avoid the dude who got a lot of female friends, because best believe he's fucking at least 2-3 of them. Okay? And he's trying to fuck the rest of them. So avoid that. You know, and people always make the excuse, oh, I only fuck with females because bitch ass nigga be hating on me, dog. So I fuck with females. Yeah, you just shut up, nigga. I ain't stupid. But, number 10. This is very important. Sounds obvious, but it's not really that obvious, apparently. Number 10, no income. A brother with no income, okay, meaning he doesn't have a job, he don't have no hustle. You really need to, why would you even want to be with a motherfucker like that who don't have no hustle about themselves, no means to make money? Every time you see him and y'all go out to eat or to the movies, you paying. Get out of here. You his mama. Okay, this is a motherfucker with a mama complex. He needs somebody to take care of him. Because a real man who is going through hard times and trouble and can't provide and can't take care of himself, he not even finna be trying to holler at you. Because he feels less than a man to try to approach you, and he can't even take care of himself. That's what a real man would do. He would avoid you. Okay? But the fact that a nigga has the audacity to holler at you, invite you out to eat, and he ain't got nothing but $2 in his pocket. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Some years ago, my cousin, he was one of these brothers, no income brothers, right? He had $3 on him. $3. Okay? Now, he was taking this chick out for breakfast. So we thought we was going to go to Denny's or something like that. So I'm telling him, like, man, let's go to Denny's or whatever. So we was like double dating. So I'm like, man, let's just go to Denny's. And he was telling me like, nah, man, fuck these hoes, man. Let's go to McDonald's, man. Let's go to McDonald's. Get these bitches a sandwich. So, so he trying to get the chick a sandwich. I'm like, man, fuck that, nigga. I want some, you know what I'm saying? I want some Denny's. Let's go to Denny's. And I wasn't realizing that the brother didn't have no money, but he told me, he said, man, look, man, I ain't got nothing but $3 on me. I said, man, I got you, man. He's like, nah, man, it's cool, man. They gonna see me if you pass me some money, they gonna see it. So I was like, all right, well, anyway, we went to fucking McDonald's. And he trying to convince this chick just to get a little breakfast sandwich. And she fuck around and order some meal that come with pancakes and eggs and all this other shit. It was too much fucking money. So this nigga made an excuse up, like he didn't like the service, to drive off because he didn't want to show this chick that he ain't had number $3. Ladies, please avoid this Negro, please. Now, number 11, the man without a plan. Very important. Okay, this is very fucking important, ladies. The man without a plan, you need to avoid him. A man should always have a plan, even if it's far-fetched, even if it sounds like bullshit. A man should have a plan. Okay, he should know and have goals, long-term and short-term goals for what he wants to do in his life, where he projects himself in 5 years. If you ask a man, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and he talking about shit, I don't know, nigga out here getting money, shit, I don't know, shit. Fuck that nigga, get rid of him. He don't have no fucking hustle about himself. If a man can tell you what he wants to do, even if it sounds like complete utter bullshit, motherfucker tell you he want to be an astronaut in 5 years, at least he got a goddamn plan. At least he have dreams. And you want a man who has dreams, who thinks about the future. You don't want to be fucking with some dude who is stuck on today, living for the moment. Now, that's really my list, but also to look out for is abusive men. Of course, you want to look out for abusive men, men who seem very controlling. Pay attention to men who have children by multiple women. You need to stay the fuck away from them, because you're just going to be another chick added on the list. He's not going to change. You can't change. That's another thing you chicks need to understand. You cannot change a zebra's stripes. A man has to change on his own time. And you're not going to be the one. He got 5 children by 5 different women, and here you come. Well, they was all mean to him. They all did him wrong, but I'm going to treat him right, and he going to treat me right. We got a family. No, you just a dumb bitch. That's what it really is. You a dumb bitch, because he's not going to change. Okay, you're just going to be another chick added on the list, and it's going to be another chick talking about, nah, we a family. They didn't treat him right. I'm different. So, that's my 2 cents real quick in that video. Mad Black Man 360, holla.